had a win for Sugavente from Colombia, followed by his teammate Boris Peña. So absolutely, once again, the two favorites for this race. Bronze medal winner Sang Cheol Lee from Korea, who won the bronze, also on the list of favorites. For the Netherlands, we have Jordi Haring, very strong guy. Et vive la France. And the second guy for the Netherlands is Herco van der Beek. So besides Lee Sang-cheol from Korea, we have Yeong Byung-kwan. Must be his teammate. And we're almost ready to go for another 42 laps. And how is it possible? A false start on a 20k elimination. A bit nervous, certainly. So probably in the junior men's category, a bit of another tactic. I think we will see more teams in front of the race. Who will win the second medal of the second day of competition on the road? After Arias from Colombia, Sandrine Tass, and Darian O'Neill in the girls category. For Denmark, we have Victor Halt Torup and Stefan Douwe Schmidt. And off they are now. Big pack, as you can see. Oh, and already a fall. Man from India. And we have immediately a double elimination in the beginning of the race. From Austria now in the lead. Manuel Vogel. And the guy from India trying to come back in the group to avoid the first elimination. Double elimination. So for Italy, we have Putignano and Daniel Niero. The guy from India and Great Britain. Is it Scott Aitken? Let's wait for validation. Strong Danish guy in the lead now. It's Stefan Douwe Schmidt. And the Italians in a good position. Struggling in the back, India and Kenya. So confirmation about the elimination of Scott Aitken. And Ollie Jones from New Zealand now in third position. So definitely another race compared to the girls one. States, Colombia, Italy. With 39 laps left. So now when they will pass the line 38. So the question is, who will beat once again the Colombians? And the one who is capable doing so will be the first candidate to win gold. So in the lead at your right hand side, or was in the lead, Tanner Worley. Tanner in second position, Colombians at the outside. In the back of the race, Guatemala. Colombians waiting for each other now. And Venezuela in good position. So for France we have Quentin Giraudot. And Raphaël Planel. Pour les Bleu Blanc Rouge. As you can see, the flag over there. Many French spectators. Always looking for the ambience around the track. Stefan Douwe-Schmidt. Pack still together, Douwe-Schmidt, Mexico, New Zealand. That's Mike Paez from Mexico. Well performing in the previous races. So Douwe-Schmidt waiting for his teammate Torup. And we have to congratulate Stefan Douwe-Schmidt because it's his birthday. Happy birthday, Stefan. And let's hope there is a good ranking for you today as a present. But you have to work for it on your own. We can't do anything from here. So, Danish Dynamite in front of the group. Les deux Français. Just following now. And it's the other guy from New Zealand. Probably eliminated. Wait for confirmation, of course, because all the announcements we are making are unofficial. It's Mark McDonald. Italy. It's Patinagem. And Niero. Potignano Niero in the lead. Denmark and France. European leading positions now. Venezuela are the first countries following the three duos. And still in the lead, Potignano Niero. So Jan, different story now. We have different countries leading, and it's Italy now with Potignano and Niero, and the Danish very active as well in front of the pack.
Yes, there also the Mexican guy always on the front of the pack.
Paes.
Yeah, he's not bad at all. Also the two French, I think the tall one Giraud already had some good results in the championship. And it's going to be also interesting to see Sebastián Paredes from Venezuela that did an amazing last lap in the relay, catching God for Venezuela. So yeah, quite a lot of movement for now in the front of the pack. And lots of countries being able to take the lead. So it looks like it's a bit more interesting than the previous race, but I think the Colombian are still a bit better than the other countries, and both of the guys racing today won a race in this championship. Cuhavante won the elimination race on the track, and Boris Peña won the point race and another 3 medal, I think. So they are really the favorite of the race, and they have the know-how. They used to race with the seniors in their country, so they really know how to do in that kind of races, whereas the other countries have a little bit lack of experience.
In the middle of the pack as well, the two Germans, Timo Kieslich and Philipp Forstner.
Oh, Boris Peña almost crashed.
Yeah. But good technique and compensating these kind of situations. We've seen some nasty falls in that curve in the junior ladies category. So no repeat for the junior boys, let's hope. Australia. It's Joshua Caponi for Australia. So many leaders so far making this 20k elimination a bit more sexy, let's say, than the previous one.
Yeah, it's also a lot more countries able to take the lead. That's always what happens in the mains races. For now, more countries able to grab medals. But the density in the girls' race is always increasing, and I do believe that within a few years, we're gonna have really, really nice races, even in the junior lady division. And it's already been a lot tougher than what it used to be in the past. And there's a lot of new countries. We have over 50 countries here in Ostende, which is quite unusual, and it's really good for the sport because there's a lot of new countries, and we really have to consider that any country can be good one day, because if we look backward, like Colombia 20 years ago was really in the middle of nowhere, and they first started to get medal with Jorge Botero, that is now coaching the Belgium team, and little by little they increased their amount of medal, and they became after a decade the strongest country in the world. So we always have to consider any country, and we never know what are they going to be able to do in the next few years.
Paes leading, giving a strong impression.
Paes also knows really well the Colombian guys because he was born in Colombia, in Bogota, and he's been living there for a few years, and he's used to be also the national coach of Colombia, as he's Colombian too. So he knows them, and he knows how to race them.
But he's a native Mexican.
No, he was born in Colombia, in Bogota.
Okay, but he's naturalized then.
Yeah, he's
as
naturalized
Okay.
Mexican. Yeah.
Manuel Vogel at the outside for Austria.
There's even a Polish guy, or is it an Austrian guy? Yeah, Austrian guy. Yeah, but it's really struggling when you don't have any teammate to help you to get in the pack. It's pretty impossible to maintain the position in the first 5 spots.
So you can see all the flags. So all the countries, athletes being eliminated. Big variety in countries.
There's also a nice technical things to be noticed in this race, is that whereas the girls race, we can see that most of the skaters, and they're not all using the same wheels. It used to be a sea of green wheels, not to say what brand it is, and we can say other brands, and it's also good for the sport to have competitive brands able to provide good products to the skaters, and it gives them the possibility to change their wheels and try to get new stuff, and it also makes the competition higher and the product better. So that's why we've seen over the last few years that the races are always faster, because not only the racers are competing between each other, also the brands are really competing on a high level, and it's good for the sport itself because it makes it more professional and it makes it growing up, and everybody hopes that we're gonna keep going this way, and we're gonna try to make it always better, stronger, and obviously it's gonna be a really good thing for inline skating.
But there is a good interaction between the guys developing the wheels and the athletes, so this must definitely improve the quality in the future.
Yeah, now in any distance race, the pace is rarely below 40 km an hour, which was almost impossible.
Now, Netherlands
back
or
in time.
Korea?
Yeah, Korea's pretty dirty. It's probably going to be eliminated by 4.
And Denmark.
Stefan Duishmit takes the lead now, followed by Paes from Mexico.
And
the other Danish guy is like kind of blowing up.
Yeah, the acceleration of his teammate is one too much. So confirmation about the elimination of Kwan Yeong. Paes. France, comfortable position.
Yeah, Quentin Giraudot is doing quite a good championship. It's his first championship. I mean, first world championship. He's got quite a few top 10 and I think 2 top 5. And, well, it's not that easy for him. He's still struggling to keep the right position in the pack. But, yeah, he's... Oh, big crash at the back. Yeah, German guy just crashed.
Or Kieslich.
Oh, and another guy. I think probably Venezuela crashed too. Sebastian Paredes. If I'm not wrong. No. He's still here in the pack.
It's still
maybe his teammate.
Manuel Vogel as well off, and Caponi for Australia still leading. So we have a straight line now. The pace is hard, and the Dutch guys a bit flirting with the elimination. It will be a fact. That's Herco van der Beek.
Yeah, Australia leads the race.
But probably with the fall in the previous race, there was no elimination. So confirmation in the previous one by Timo Kieslich.
We can also see that the kinesiotape fashion is quite disappearing. There used to be lots of skaters using it before, and now only few skaters really use it because we're not really sure about the fact that it really enhances your performance. So maybe only one skater is now using it in the pack.
Yeah, but
it used to be much more.
psychological.
Yeah, what we call the placebo effect.
Yeah, voilà. We have 18 laps remaining. Paes battling
look at this fight between Italy and Mexico, between Patinagem and Mike Paes.
So the Colombians.
Giraudot on the right side of the road, trying to get the lead. I know everybody. You see, same as the girl race. Everybody wants to be behind the Colombian skaters now. They know it's the right place. using them, you're drafting, you do not save as much energy as they do on the front of the pack, but because everybody wants that position, there's a lot of fights.
Ollie Jones moving up from New Zealand.
For those who know in skating, that New Zealander reminds me DJ Nation. I think it's probably same age as Peter Michael. They used to have a really good duo when they were racing together in the junior races, junior division. And this guy, like, he has kind of a vintage style, and it reminds me DJ.
A vintage style.
Yeah.
Nice word.
It's pretty rough. It's pretty, it's different.
Is it hard to say? Denmark or not? We have 16 laps when they cross the line again. Now Colombia enjoying the lead of New Zealand.
Positions are pretty frozen now.
And the Italians trying to move up. Patinagem. So now the Australian guy in difficulties.
Yeah, probably no more Aussie on the track. Yes, they're still there. The two of them are still there.
Is
So it's
it
only gonna be one
Torup
out.
eliminated? Italy very hard working at the inside, but this it doesn't seem to pay off. Yeah, they're in leading position now. It's Joshua Caponi eliminated.
Oh, lots of grabbing.
Ecuador, I don't know.
Maybe Mexico. Mexico or People's Republic of China.
Italy still leading. It's 232, if I see well on the
Who's
list.
that?
That should Stefan Douwe-Schmidt, but that's not possible. Or is it?
Denmark. Yeah, it's Douwe-Schmidt. Oh, quite a
Phew.
disappointing race for him.
Yeah. Surprisingly. Making great gesture, saying phew. Probably some arms pulling, pushing. Mike Paes once again, whilst the French flag is waving in the back. Tanner Worley.
Probably less than 15 skaters now remaining on the track.
13 laps.
Yeah, it's going to be tougher and tougher in the next few laps.
And Jordi Haring.
Especially for those racing by themselves without any teammate, it's really going to be hard. Oh, look at the Venezuelan guy.
Jordi Haring probably eliminated.
Yeah. The Dutch guy is out of the race. Probably. Yeah, Netherlands.
Mike Paes.
The Mexican guy does quite an amazing race. He's racing by himself since the beginning of the race. And he's still leading, and he looks really comfy.
Sugavente knocking on Paes, saying there is another one coming. And leaving his teammate in the pack, Boris Peña. Eleven laps remaining. Paez a bit in the same position with the two Colombians in his back when they're accelerating.
Venezuela is out. Sebastian Paredes, who did an amazing lap in the relay on the track, is now out. I think he's going to be eliminated. He passed the finish line last.
So, of course, he's avoiding the eliminations, the Mexican one, but...
Yeah, he's also burning energy, and if he wants to reach the final lap, it better let the other guys leading a little bit. No, he doesn't want to let anybody leading the race.
It's his position. Primera posición.
Yeah, maybe he believes it's safer.
Venezuela.
It actually is, but you also have to be smart if you want to win that kind of last man out race.
A bit of guts. Like in the junior ladies category, it was not nice, but the Colombians are favorite and they gave the leading position.
Yeah, they've never been dominating a championship the way they do here in Ostende. And it's pretty amazing to see that in most of the race, they're just gold, silver, gold, silver, gold, silver. And I know this country pretty well because I used to live there for a couple of years. And seeing the way they train, they indeed train more than most of the other countries. So that's probably why they are much, much stronger, even in the junior division.
And the number of athletes winning for Colombia, it's impressive as well. So, of course, with 8 laps remaining, it's getting warmer and warmer. So Paez burning lots of engine.
Yeah.
When they accelerate, I think...
But he has a big engine because he's just cruising. And the pace is not that bad. It's pretty fast. So he's putting on a strong performance.
Look how the others are struggling.
But you actually burn quite a lot of energy if you remain on the tail of the pack because you always have to fight. You have to sprint every lap. I think actually, as I said many times, the best position is right behind the Colombians because...
And how they're going.
Yeah, it's Chinese Taipei. Now probably New Zealand out. Yeah, Australia out.
Australia, yeah. Very hard race as well for the judges to get the confirmation.
Yeah,
and then...
They now have the photo finish.
Yeah.
Nowadays, everything is easier.
Colombia.
Boris Pena is probably the leader of Colombia because Curavante always takes the lead. And so far, Boris Pena never took that. Oh, it's really dirty. It's crash. Shouldn't say it, but it's kind of well deserved.
So 5.5 laps. And Paez. Now the German guy.
Still quite a lot of European skaters on the track.
A bit early. Philip Forstner.
Who's going to be out? It's going to be between Venezuela and Mexico.
Now Ollie Jones pointing his finger. Must be mad. Forstner for Germany.
Who is 229? Who is 239?
C'est Quintin Giraudot. So finishing with 5 athletes. And Colombia leading.
Who's the 239? I have no idea. And if they do not get off the track, it's going to be messy and really hard for the judges. Yeah, it's really confusing.
Yeah, Quentin.
Yeah, Quentin Giraud is out.
And Peña stretching the legs.
The German guy is dead, and the Venezuelan is pretty exhausted too.
The 5 finalists by natural selection.
Yeah, probably.
4-6. Chinese Taipei resisting in 4th position.
Italy, Chinese Taipei, Mexico, Colombia, and then I think it's going to be between the French and the Venezuelan guy, but the Venezuelan guy looks pretty tired already. Maybe he's just playing the game, but he looks pretty dead. Yeah, he's out now. So this should be the last elimination.
Julio Mirena. Last elimination with 2 laps.
2 laps to go.
To go. Crunch time. Sugavente, Peña.
Oh.
Whoa. Paes.
The French guy is out. He was too confident. He just stopped before the line. And it's tough luck because I think he was strong enough to get a medal.
That's a pity, and Paes playing with fire at the back, so Rafael eliminated. So crossing the line, last lap, ladies and gentlemen. The Colombians in a very comfortable position. Paes once more in the lead. And overruled now by Colombia, Italy.
Oh, Chinese Taipei.
No, 3rd position.
It's going to be really hard even for the Chinese Taipei guy to pass.
Strong finish once again. Holding off Italy and Chinese Taipei.
Probably Chinese Taipei 3rd. Oh, he's pretty fast. Is he going to get 2nd?
No.
No, it's 4th. 1st, 2nd for Colombia. Yeah, it's
good.
Where we know the scenario. It's more or less all the same.
Yeah.
Always the same.
Yeah.